Oh, okay. And you'll answer. Okay. Okay, I'm going to introduce you. Hey, kids at Raleigh Hills School. I'm Susan Finch. You probably know me. I'm Austin's mom. And I have a really special guest for you. Remember, today is ArtLIt Day, and we are talking about an artist named Maxfield Parrish. And he is one of my favorite artists, too. But I have an artist here who Maxfield Parrish is one of his favorite artists. And I'd like to introduce you to my friend Dale Terbush, who is an artist in Arizona. Hi, Dale. Say hi to Raleigh Hills School.
Hello, Raleigh Hills School.
We're so glad you could join us. Okay. So, Dale, your art is, well, you're one of our favorite artists in our family. You know that. We adore you. You are so talented. But I wondered if you could explain to the kids your painting style and how it was influenced by Parrish's work, where he did those beautiful paintings with the blue and the landscapes.
Well, Maxfield Parrish was a painter in the early, from the turn of the last century into the, I think he passed away in the 1960s.
Yeah.
But he was famous for his dreamy landscapes and ethereal landscapes that had just gorgeous, gorgeous colors, where all the colors and everything just seemed to glow from the inside. In all art, lighting is everything, and Maxfield Parrish had his own special way of lighting through paint and through color to make his canvases come alive to the viewer. And so at one point, I think it was his print Daybreak was the most popular print possibly in the world, with 250,000 prints being sold way back when. But he just had a magical way of seeing his own special world and putting it down on canvas or board or whatever he was painting on in his own color palette. Everybody knows someone that can draw a horse or draw a dog with pencil, but the magic really comes in when you start to apply color. And Max, as much as his signature, telling you the painting or the whatever was done by Maxfield Parrish, his colors and his subject matter were as important as his signature. You would know a Maxfield Parrish instantly without having to see his name on the bottom of the canvas.
It's a lot like your art.
Well, a good portion of it, yes. I think that whatever you want to do in life, if you want to make a mark, it's about being unique. And being unique is, there is artificial and there is real. And those that are really unique come about it naturally. Those that are artificial take it from someone else and try to be that. That's why an imitation of a Maxfield Parrish or an imitation of any other great artist has lost the soul of the artwork. When it is first done by an artist, it has the spontaneity, the creativity, the heart and soul of what the artist originally felt when they were creating the art. Someone who goes in and tries to copy that is not capturing the magic that was originally felt. So that's not to say you should not copy. It is really, really good in the beginning when you are beginning to paint or whatever, to study the people that you really like a lot and learn from them. But in the end, try to be yourself. Because when you go back through history and you look at the artists, sculptors, writers, musicians, those that were unique and created their own specific style are the ones that have been remembered.
That's a beautiful way to explain that too. And
long.
It's a long way. I'm looking at a piece to your left, that jellyfish piece, and the landscape behind you both bring in, but the brilliance of that jellyfish piece to me is reminiscent of what Parrish captured.
Mac loves color and I love color. No one will ever tell you that I am shy when it comes to putting down color. I'm known for my skies specifically, and my landscapes and my skies that radiate brilliant color. And a number of years ago, while I was at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, it hit me like a lightning bolt that jellyfish are essentially animals with sunsets or sunrises inside of them. They glow. And so I thought, what an interesting way to show another form of light in a painting by really making an animal or a creature glow from inside, which it does naturally. So for me, it was no more complicated than putting an outline around the sunset and making it glow. Whereas I can show you, like this sunset that I'm working on right now, the fact that, and it's not done glowing yet, as I build up the layers and bring this out, it will glow like the jellyfish glow in the previous piece and in my other ones. I'm not terribly keen on a blue sky without clouds. It's really nice to hang out in, but it's not dramatic enough to give me the painting I want it to be. So when I'm painting, as in this piece is not finished. I will work more on the foreground and intensify the light, and then and I should show you this. This is an interesting thing. I use acrylics, and when they're all done, I varnish them. And for me to see how they will look when they're varnished, I can you can watch. This is nothing but water, but it will bring the colors back to what they are when I'm hoping you're able to see that, because it darkens the visual of the piece, and you start to see the true colors once it's varnished, how bright it will become even more. I never took any art lessons in my life, so for me, I paint with. This is not from a picture. This was just, I was at an art walk, and which is the thing we do here in Scottsdale, which the galleries all open up every Thursday night. People walk by the galleries. But Maxfield Parrish, getting back to how we started this conversation, one of my favorite artists of all time. He loved purple and different shades of purple and lavender, and you can see a lot of it in his work. And I love it because it's a color that almost, if done right, naturally glows.
Hey, I always hear about that Parrish blue. What can you tell me?
Well, Parrish blue was one of the things that Parrish blue is it's a color of the night sky that he created, and it is so vibrant and so rich that it made the other colors just come alive, and he became so popular for it that they called the color Parrish blue. It will be a wonderful exercise, and I'm sure some magical things will happen.
We'll send you some photos of what they created.
I like that very much.
Dale, thank you so much for your time and for joining us.
My pleasure, everyone. Those of you that want to be painters, be painters. It's one of the greatest joys you will ever experience in your life.
Thank you so much, Dale. Yay!
Bye, and good night, good day, and good afternoon, and all the other good stuff.